I'm Christina, and today I'll be doing a book review on The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. To sum this book up, it's about Ruby and her voyage to get to East River, which is supposed to be a safe haven for the kids like her who have developed these special abilities because of this disease that has ran through American society, killing about 90% of the entire population between 10 and 17-year-olds. And what the government has done is that the 2% who lived, they've put them into these rehabilitation camps, but really they're just trying to hold them in because they're afraid of the abilities they have developed. That's the summary. Warning, there may be spoilers in this review. Overall, I love this book. What else is there to say? I knew this was my favorite book. I'm halfway through it. Alexandra Bracken became one of my new favorite authors. I know I should be more happier, but it's kind of like settled in more. I'm a bit out of that crazy, excited period where, okay, maybe not really. If someone mentioned the book, I would definitely maybe start jumping up and down, getting a bit more in their face about it and start questioning them. But I think I'd calm down a bit. Now I'm going to go into one major like, one major dislike I had about the book. One thing I really liked about the book was how Bracken differentiated between the different abilities by using colors. A dislike I had was in much as a dislike, I guess it was something that just annoyed me a bit. And that was the beginning of the book, because it's more of a backstory of how Ruby got to the camp and why it's a society like this today. So it makes sense having it there. I guess from the jacket cover, it talks more about her finding Liam and them going on this adventure trying to get to East River. So that's what I was expecting. My favorite character, we haven't realized this, because the only character I really mentioned is Ruby, which is the main character, our protagonist. I like how she goes from being afraid to stand up for anything. She doesn't like herself at all. She feels that she's a mistake to... I don't think she's all the way there yet, but this is on book 1. She's come more into herself. She feels more comfortable with who she is, and she stands up for what she believes in. My least favorite character was Clancy. If you guys don't know, which you probably don't, because even though this is a great, awesome book, it doesn't have that much buzz about it yet. Clancy is the leader of East River, and I don't like him because he manipulates Ruby, in that all the actions he does alienates himself from Ruby ever getting to have a relationship with him. There are many people out there who have the same abilities as she has. About the cover, look at it, admire it, really give a good long stare. The title makes sense. Like it applies to a lot of different of the groups that are mentioned and highly discussed in the book, ranging from the sidekicks themselves to all of the government entities and the symbol, which I wasn't really sure what it was before I read it. I know it was the psi symbol. Makes sense. Oh, another thing I noticed about this book, it doesn't have exact feel that most dystopian books and YA fiction have. So it actually had a dark looking cover, which was nice, and that doesn't really happen in YA fiction unless it's more a sci-fi fantasy thing. What cover is sci-fi fantasy-ish compared to what we primarily see in YA dystopian fiction right now. The thing that keeps popping up in my mind is things like Divergent. And then extra information. Darkest Minds is the first book in the Darkest Minds trilogy, with the second book, Never Fade, coming out October 15th. I'm so excited. I'm going to be one of the few people in the bookstore waiting until it opens so I can get my hands on a copy. And then back from a novella called In Time, which came out earlier this month, and it's an ebook, so go buy it right now. It's like $3, I think. That was my review on The Darkest Mind by Alexandra Bracken. Tomorrow, because I'm doing a crazy thing of doing 10 book reviews in 9 days, I will be reviewing 2 books. So those books will be The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, and then the 5th book that I read, Days of Blood and Starlight by Laini Taylor. By popular request, me, my older sister, I will have a video on how to tie your shoes up, and I'll make that tie into my BookTube account. Don't you wait, but that won't be tomorrow. So look in the future for my video on how to tie your shoes, or probably better named How I Tie My Shoes. So apparently How I Tie My Shoes is weird. And check back for my next 2 book reviews. So don't forget to comment and subscribe below. Bye!